Welcome to Zurich Hauptbahnhof. So I shouldn't have been here right now. I should have only got here about half an hour ago. If you don't know why I'm here, then you need to watch the videos where I've challenged myself to use an Interrail pass for Switzerland to travel on as many trains as I can, and I picked out 5 postcards that determine where I went over the 3 days. At the end of today, I have to stay in a capsule hotel in Zurich, near Zurich Airport. I've just come from Vaduz in Liechtenstein via Sargans to get here, but I took the wrong train to come to Zurich Hauptbahnhof, so I missed out on travelling along Lake Zurich. I got a faster train. So what I'm deciding to do is to really push myself to the limits and use the pass to the limits too. I'm going to take the regional train to Rapperswil and then another train from Rapperswil to Zurich. It should be about an hour and a half round trip with about a 50-minute stop in Rapperswil, which is supposed to be really scenic. So let's go and put this crazy additional challenge to the test. Let's go to Rapperswil. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Joe and I have been a travel writer for well over 15 years. I'm proud to have worked with the likes of BBC Travel, National Geographic, folders, airlines, hotels and tourist boards around the world. I'm exploring the world one unique experience after another, getting lost along the way, and I'm now taking you with me, so I hope you enjoy exploring with me as we explore the world together. Just had to pay €1.50 to use the toilet here at Zurich Hauptbahnhof, but yeah, the train should be here in about 2 minutes to Rapperswil, all along the east side of Lake Zurich.
Oder?
Halbe. Das ist perfekt.
That was one busy train here to Rapperswil. I ended up being surrounded by screaming kids, so I couldn't film much, and it's pouring down. So I'm starting to regret this extra challenge I've set myself. But we are now in Rapperswil. I need to now find, there's a wooden bridge apparently that goes right across Lake Zurich, so I'm going to try and find that and see if this really is worth a trip from Zurich and whether we can then go back to Zurich from the other side of the lake. So that's a medieval church up on the top there. And there seems to be a walkway that goes all the way around the lake. There's supposed to be a wooden bridge, but I can't find this thing. My cameras are wet, my clothes are wet, my coat's leaking, and my face is dripping wet. I see a wooden bridge. I'm not sure if this goes all the way to the other side of Lake Zurich. The train and the cars are going across. If it does, there's a train station at the other side with more regular trains back to Zurich Hauptbahnhof. So if it goes right across, then great, I can not come back here. So we are now actually walking on Lake Zurich. See, if I'd have caught the right train, we would never be doing this. But thanks to my Interrail pass, we are able to just hop on a regional train and come to places like this. So this bridge just, it seems to go all the way across Lake Zurich. It just goes on for miles. But we are literally surrounded by Lake Zurich. So this is one of those things where people say, have you ever been to Lake Zurich? I can now say, I've been on Lake Zurich. I've walked over water on Lake Zurich. All thanks to an Interrail pass. And I'm not sponsored by SBB or the Swiss Railways or anyone. I just think it's a great invention, and I had unexpectedly some spare time, so I made a bonus video about making the most of the possibilities of Swiss regional railways to come to places like Zurich and Rapperswil. So I'm thinking, if I cross this bridge, there should be another town at the other side. I can't remember the name of it, and I probably couldn't pronounce it anyway. But if it all goes to plan, we'll get there in about 30 minutes, I think. So that's the train just going across now, back towards Zurich. So I've been in Switzerland now for almost 3 full days, and I have to say, other than perhaps central Basel, where my first hotel was, the Ibis Budget, I'm struggling to find anywhere in Switzerland that isn't picturesque. So literally everywhere is surrounded by cloudy, misty mountains, or there's a bridge, or there's a cable car, or there's a lake or something that you don't find in most of the countries. And one of the things I've also just seen, once we get to the end of this bit of the bridge, quite uniquely to Switzerland, in Europe at least, we cross into a whole other canton, a whole other state of Switzerland. I can't remember, I think we're in Graubünden for one of the and we're now crossing into another one. You can just see the flags here. Those are the cantonal flags. It's a shame about the weather. I think a good lesson for life is don't forget to turn around once in a while and see what you've just left. Look at that scene. Medieval church and a castle, and then in front of us we have the end of this bit of the bridge and the start of a new canton. Oh, where does the bridge go now? It looks like it goes down into the water. I like Lake Zurich, but I'm not swimming. So it looks like the bridge goes two different ways here. One goes under this road and rail bridge around that side, and then there you can go left. Let's see what this sign says. So we want to be going to Pfäffikon. So we want to be going this way. I think this is going to bring us out to go parallel with the road and rail bridge. And look at how clear that water is here in Lake Zurich. Apparently you can drink this water. I'm not going to try it, but apparently you can. And in the distance, as the train goes past, in the distance apparently those two towers, they are Central Zurich, is what a sign's just said. Right, let's keep going because this rain is getting on. And we still have the final challenge from the previous video to stay in a capsule hotel. So I'll be staying in the Alpine Garden Capsule Hotel, I think it's called, literally just outside of Zurich Airport. So I need to get back to Zurich before, it's a Sunday, I need to get back before the supermarkets close, otherwise I'm not going to have anything to eat. So we're now on an island, literally in the middle of Lake Zurich. So, to my right, you can see Lake Zurich, and there's a little village on this side, but behind that is also Lake Zurich. So in Pfäffikon, I think is how it's pronounced, the A with the umlaut, there's a train to Zurich every 5 or 10 minutes until about 8 PM. It's now 6:45 PM, and my Google Maps is saying it'll take another 45 minutes to walk there. If I miss that, then I'm a bit stuck. There's some herons, I think. Just casually walking in a field. Right, so Pfaffikon this way. I hope I'm going the right way. So this island is called Herden, apparently. So quaint chalet style houses and a luxury hotel behind me. It also has a train station, but there's no trains today. So I've got another 35 minutes to walk to Pfaffen. Freienbach. So we're now in another settlement called Freienbach. So according to a sign I've just passed, next to this busy motorway, we are equidistant from Rapperswil and Pfaffen. And it's really noisy. Is that a town I see in the distance? That must be Pfaffen, and that's probably the train I wanted to be on. So the next leg of this train journey will take me on the west side of Lake Zurich. And if we make it to Zurich, we will have taken the train all the way around Lake Zurich on an interrail pass on regional trains. But if you do it, don't walk. Get back on the train at that place we've just been to, Rapperswil. It's really noisy and smoggy from car fumes. And don't do it in the rain either, because it's wet and cold. But we should nearly be at Pfaffen and we can get on the train to Zurich Hauptbahnhof. One last look at Lake Zurich here before we go alongside at 90 miles an hour on a train. Well, this is a really local town, city, whatever this is. Pfaffikon, not Pfaffen. It seems to have signs for lots of different factories. There's also a lack of pavement, which is slightly concerning. Google Maps is telling me to walk along a motorway. We've finally made it to our train station that says Pfaffikon on it, but there's Pfaffikon ZH and Pfaffikon SG. I don't know which one's which. I'm just going to have to see if I can get on the first train that says Zurich on the board. And if it's not a regional train, I'm assuming it is round here, I'll have to pay the difference. So there's a train due direct to Zurich Airport. So I'm thinking I'm going to get on this, drop my bag off, then go back into Zurich to get something to eat tonight. Because it's going to be a lot cheaper than airport food, probably a lot nicer too. And because of my Interrail pass, I can do that until midnight tonight. So we've got about 5 minutes to wait till the train to Zurich Airport. It turns out this train to Zurich Airport does go down the west side of Lake Zurich, so it's all working out for now as planned. And we don't need to change at Zurich main station until we go back from the airport, and you know what I mean. I changed my mind again and got off at the Hauptbahnhof. I thought it made sense to come here first instead of going to the airport then coming back, even if I do need to carry my bag a bit. But again, I was able to do that because of my Interrail pass being available to use on any regional train. But I think I'm going to end this video here. I hope you enjoyed coming with me on a random unplanned circular train trip on regional trains around Lake Zurich. Is there anywhere else you'd recommend going from Zurich on a day trip? Let me know in the comments. Give this video a like and a thumbs up, and follow me for some more random stuff coming up. Thanks again, and see you next time. So I'm on my way to the Alpine Garden capsule hotel here inside Zurich Airport. I've been told it's near check-in zone 1, which is the Swiss check-in area. Some old guys just come out of the shower with no clothes on and walk straight into the public area.